That would be useful. There we go.
Ascending. Ooh. I wonder what it's gonna say.
Oh.
And KJ asks, alright, so there, roll a d20 because he's on a different plane of existence. Ah!
D20. What? Huh?
If they're on a different if they're on a different plane, sending has a 5% chance to fail.
Interesting. I never knew that. And what happens if it does fail?
Nothing. They don't get the message. That's
Ah.
it.
And does the caster know that it failed?
No.
Okay, then.
So it can turn into awkward moments of like, oh shit, did he get my message?
That's just when you send 2 messages twice with the same thing. Or you just send a response.
You get a response from Al after like maybe a minute, 2 minutes. We haven't tried leaving this plane. What purpose does this have? Why are you giving this information? And that is his reply.
Spooky.
I send another message. Well, I was looking into how to end the attunement of Biflar, since that's what one of your leaders requested, just to aid in this, in this truce. If you need help, I believe I have the capabilities to do so. That was another casting of sending.
Thank you, that's all we needed you for. If you need us for our Truce Alliance battle, then let us know.
One final sending. I will do. Thank you for cooperating once again.
That sending does not receive a response.
Alright. I'll spend a bit more time in Storere before the clock reaches around noon. Not around noon, like before until like 10:30 in the morning.
What do you do during this time? You're just wondering.
He'll mostly just talk with the people of the fortress, like if there's sharing any information that needs to be shared and such, like anything that could be important regarding what's coming up and such. Especially about like the truth seekers and like how he was helping them to reach a truce for now.
Yeah, everybody you talk to seems pretty, almost like grateful that you're helping out. You seem to be appreciated quite a bit around. And everyone's very cooperative as well.
Well, I had agreed to a deal, so I will have to take my leave now, as I have an appointment in a couple hours.
This sort of like bearded 40-year-old half elf, like who is sort of like a tactical general almost, that you've been talking to, just like looks at you, reaches out his hand for like a handshake, and says, "Thanks, Kai. See you soon."
Will do, as I answer his handshake. And I will cast. Alright. First off, I will use my Harness Divine Power to regain a further spell slot, and then I will cast Sending to Amisra, letting her know that I will word of recall back to the capital of Orgisia. Into the what was the building called again? The Schooling Sun. Yeah.
Turns out she's
Oh, so now we're doing calls in. Interesting. Sure.
And then I'll cast Word of Recall.
Bam. Which map do I want? This one. Load image
yes.
failed.
What?
Bruh. My Barrow Bay.
Probably.
URL signature expired. I hate.
No.
I
What,
hate
what,
using
weren't they in
URL
Floaty Island place? Or what, did they already travel back on by themselves?
I'm loading Barrow Bay for you.
But
And then you'll see.
she's traveling to Floaty Island place. 'Cause
Oh, are you?
That's the last place she knew they went.
I don't even think I have the map for Floaty Island Place, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't think it matters that much. I don't know what Floaty Island place is called, but I'm glad you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. You can teleport.
No,
now.
it's fine. We can do this. See here, we have an island in the sky, then we add some vegetation to it.
About here was the tree, and then here were big buildings. This looks like no. Okay, yellow or brown. No. Okay. It's just snowing today. Okay.
I'm trying to find the map because I know which one you're talking about. There's that one. You know what? We'll use this map. We'll use this. This one's cool. I should have used this one to begin with. I don't think I ever did.
Floaty Island place.
Floaty Island place.
Look at that one.
Isn't that Eberron?
Everyone, that's the name.
You can teleport to Eberron.
Yes,
Same
been there
place.
before.
Wait, what?
Seen a tree in Ebron before, so that works.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to do that between planes. Okay then.
It's
Yeah.
not between planes. It's on the same plane. It's just very far away on another planet.
Oh. Okay.
She does transport with 2 elks, which might be slightly awkward, but you know.
That's rude.
I don't think there's a limit about how many people can fit through a portal in 6 seconds.
I'm just gonna put her like here. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll say we find each other. It's close.
You can see like as you walk out of this tree that like there is clearly like school going on. There are students dressed up. And you see some people from Barrow Bay that you recognize in uniform.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, are you intruding?
No? You wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, there's some things we kind of need to talk about. Is there like a area without people around? If you don't mind.
Sure, we can talk in my room. And Thalia leads you down the path inside the building, sort of a bit to the back of everything. And then you can see that there's like no students around here, but there's some like generally older people. And then you walk up a flight of stairs and down the hallway, and then she sort of turns left halfway down it. Opens the door. Alright, in here.
Perfect. Have a nice room. Anyway. Sorry for needing to talk to you this soon. And also early in the day. Are you aware of the situation going on that planet right now?
Nothing that's really happened since we left.
Well, can basically filter in on what's happening. Because Fancy is only vaguely aware. Basically tells the plan and that she needs people to help fight. And if Valley is basically aware of any. It's a big ask of people.
So I see you're recruiting aliens to our cause.
Hey, they're technically not aliens because they're from our planet. They just live here now.
That's the thing, Fancy. They're not from our planet. They're from our plane, our dimension. They're from a completely different planet, though.
I mean, she's specifically asking for people of Barrow Bay, but if Valia knows any others, then sure. She's not gonna say no to anyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure how willing other people would be to fight for a cause that it's not really anything to do with them, but I'm sure some people from Barrow Bay would come back and help.
That would be very useful. We can use any hands we have. And I will talk about one other thing which I will send a DM about.
Oh.
Because nobody else can know. Except Sonaro knows, but it's Sonaro.
Time to hack into Fancy's Discord account.
Let's make sure I'm not streaming my Discord.
I'm in.
That is what she says. Please tell me your message. Yes, okay. I'm the type of person to mention to the wrong person something and then have to quickly delete it.
Okay. Thalia is like a bit concerned, but she understands.
And then Caitlin is basically going to say that she's been trying to teach or learn how to run stuff. So she's been telling about what she's been doing there and how she's been acting and stuff like that. I'm bad at roleplaying with this kind of stuff. But you can do it, hopefully.
It's nice that you're trying. I don't know if you ever want to rule Barrow Bay, but
No,
maybe.
that's your job. I just want to be able to help you. So you don't have to do everything yourself.
Okay, well, you're still the rightful heir.
What happens if I die? Who's the heir then?
Well, then it's me.
Pat on the shoulder. We got stuff figured out.
Please don't die.
It's a possibility. This is not the safest thing. I mean, we are literally. Don't mind me as I just throw myself off the island. This is defeating Raug's beast.
I think you're capable. I hope. I mean, you have so much support.
And yet we're not sure if it's enough, but never know without trying. I have to teleport back tonight because I'm gonna get a message from Kai. I could stay here for the day and look around if it's possible.
I mean, sure, if you want to.
I can stay for a bit. I'm sure the elk wouldn't mind getting out of the guns.
It's pretty interesting here. They do things a little bit differently.
I see your people are going to school here.
Well, they have so much magic, arcane knowledge that it just seems like a waste to not, mix cultures.
Do you think they have a library?
I mean, it's a school, so they definitely do.
Do you think they would mind me using the library?
You'd have to ask.
Well, that's something I can do later today. First, I want to spend time with you, if you don't mind, if you don't have other things to do.
I've just been checking up on everybody, ruling a country when you're not in it.
How's Jappa doing? How's Jappa finding this new Nice. Kinda worried.
Oh, they're a bit concerned about, the nature here, but I think we have that all sorted out. You see that big mountain sort of behind us all?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffers up there.
I hope they're okay. If I don't get to see them today, can you say hi to them for me?
Sure.
And then I have been trying to find their home. I've not forgot about that. I don't want them to think I forgot.
I'm
Seemed,
sure she doesn't think that.
seemed important. Anyway, let's go do something fun.
Alright, come on, I'll show you around.
And they go do something fun.
Hooray.
Right. Yeah, at one point she'll probably use one of her wild shape charges to turn into a giant white eagle and just take her for a flight.
Oh, that's awesome, because there's a lot of, various floating islands around here, so going between them all on an eagle is cool.
Yeah. So she's just gonna have one of them flying times. But be careful to not drop her only family member. Yeah, okay. That's that scene then.
KK, when you specify that you're not purposefully dropping your family members. Damn! I was so hoping he wouldn't specify that.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm not just gonna do upside down flips without specifying I'm not dropping her.
Did Food Boy get his food?
Oh, and later in the day,
Yeah.
Caden is gonna go to the library and
Okay,
research stuff as I will send you a message about.
that can be its own thing later.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a scene.
Welcome to the morning in Moheim. I don't actually know where you guys slept.
We had fish fingers, and then I ate fish fingers after that.
It's up to you guys. You probably slept in some tavern.
Oh, yeah, we probably slept in a tavern somewhere.
Mhm.
I don't know.
How much money would that be?
Yeah.
Is
Is there a good tavern nearby that we can sleep in?
If you're rich, and expensive, you have the money.
I'd say spend 6 gold.
Okay.
It's a rich people town.
And that was like hotel room level.
Nice.
How much? 6 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I'll survive.
What luxury?
Hotel.
You'll get up in the morning. You're all having your complimentary breakfast.
Woo!
Yeah, that's what 6 gold will get you. And you're sort of just round the table.
Okay.
Six. Okay.
So, what exactly was the plan for today? We have these people that need to come to a gate at some point in time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not exactly sure, but...
Of the people allotted for it would mostly be getting home and making our final preparations,
I suppose, yes.
getting ourselves ready for the fight,
Unless there's maybe some other places we'd like to go before then? No?
You could always go over to Storsta.
Why?
They have diamond mines. We could try and
We could go there. We did promise to meet up with all the others tomorrow, though. I think. So.
we did.
Oh no, wait. Today. Today we're supposed to meet up.
Meet up with who?
You know, the others.
When did we promise this?
Oh, sorry. I should rephrase that. I promised it.
Right.
You know, to talk with Leon, all of that. All that related stuff.
Alright. Then we go back home.
And
Then I
just
say
wait.
next we go to Storsta. See about those diamond mines and we can get anything out of them. Because if we start dying, maybe we will be able to revive more people if we have diamonds available.
Yes. If we get more diamonds, that would be beneficial. Though, I do still have a few. Hmm.
Alright.
My hair is being very difficult today.
There's nothing else to do here, we should head back then. Right?
Yes, so whenever you're ready, I can teleport us back then.
As he starts going towards the circle. That's
Alright.
inside Mohan. If we remember where that was.
I think you can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because now Nikki can remember it, and he can teleport into Mohan next time.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Pause.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Hungry?
Hungry.
Hungry. Nice.
Oh my god.
and Wolfsoon casts teleportation circle. Going back to home sweet home.
Oh, you went muted. There we go.
Hmm?
Sorry, the stream was muted. I was like, what the fuck can I hear? Oh, that's Nicky talking. But very quietly because the stream is very bad with audio.
Gerald's house.
No,
Well,
last fall.
there is
Because
no
there's no circle in Gerald's house.
there's no circle in Gerald's house, so we're going to last fall, yeah.
Are you doing anything in Lastfall, or can I just put you in Gerald's house?
Yeah, I want to go talk to Cecilia.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, we can do that.
There you go.
Actually,
And we appear here to die.
we're back.
When you appear, there's nobody around, really.
Oh.
Nobody
No.
should be upset about
Yeah.
it.
You can hear, like, off in the distance, some, like, faint talking, but that's the only noise, really. Is your bamfing?
Well, we're back. What now, Gerald?
Let Cecilia know what we've done.
Of course. And after that, I assume we just go back to your place? Or do
I
we have
suppose.
anything else?
You said we're going to talk to Leon, and I think Kyle will be in contact. Let Cecilia know so she knows what to prepare from any amount of resources she has. And see if she can get other people to join in with this, because it's probably going to be expensive, knowing how many, considering you offer the wish to every single one of them.
It will probably be expensive, but I think she'll see that it's worth it.
Kind of our only option.
Sorry, what?
It's kind of our only option.
Yes, I suppose it is. Alright, well, lead the way.
Who Cecilia's?
You see somebody at the gate.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Uh-oh.
It's Kai with a gun.
It's Kaya with a sawed-off shotgun.
Game was rigged from the start, Gerald. I have a feeling I know who it is.
Is it... Gerald's dad?
No. I think it's the paladin guy.
It's a man with a very sentence that I shall not finish.
Big cock.
No,
That's the things that you wouldn't say, so what are you not finishing?
the sentence.
Haha, Gerald when he sees an unsucked cock.
Wow.
Casts haste on his horse and turns back into a glory paladin.
No, there's two different versions of Gerald. Gerald and Gerald when he's horny.
They're the same. He's always horny.
Oh no. Wait, does Crusoe have a horn?
He's literally not even a horny guy at all. He's like the most celibate person here.
Yeah, he's not himself when he's horny. He's
Oh no.
That sort of like jumping up and down a little bit, and they seem very excited.
Ooh.
Are they looking at us and being excited?
They're looking
Okay.
at you like
Well,
excitedly. They're waiting for you to come forward.
Well, Wuxian sort of mind links with Drill and is like, do you know this person?
You ever had the child? Is this one of yours?
No, I am not a mother, thank you.
One of your long lost stepsister? Brothers?
I wouldn't think so. I never heard of one. They seem
Okay,
to be
then.
looking at us though.
The child climbs off the horse and is going
Hi.
to look at this kid.
I hope I'm not too early.
Too early for what?
You told us all to come to the gate.
Oh.
Oh, right, you're from Moheim.
Oh, right. Yes. So you want to go save the world then?
Uh-huh.
Looking at this person, can I tell what level they might be? Are they at all an experienced adventurer? They look like.
They look like the impression that they're currently giving off.
Uh-oh.
if you want to make me an insight check.
Sure. Hold on. Just for a faint chance that I fail it miserably and there's a funny situation. No, it's like 11.
I'm a master of the spell infestation.
Even with a little 11, you can tell that they are badly holding in how much they are fanboying right now.
Right then.
Right. And you're
What kind of caster are you then?
Oh, I don't really know any magic.
Oh, so you know how to swing around weapons?
What weapon do you use?
What weapons do you use?
I have a dagger, and they open this like pouch that they have slung over their shoulder, and it's almost like a woman carrying a knife in a handbag. like they pull out this dagger.
Right.
See.
You a rogue then?
Is that what they call it? I guess I am.
Do you remember what we said about this mission?
Sure. It's really dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous.
You're very experienced. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been in the guild for 3 years.
He has more experience than us.
It seems that he is an elite.
It seems you are better than both of us. So come on aboard. No.
No.
But the line where I mind link with Wiltshire, well, he has more experience than us, that's for sure.
Gerald, look at him.
Look at me.
Yes, exactly.
What? Compliment.
Gerald, look at you, then look at him. Look at what you're wearing. Look at what they're wearing.
Alright then. What's your name anyway?
Oh, I'm Alex.
Alex.
Oh, I'm Gerald. Nice to meet you.
I know.
Oh,
You
so
wait.
you know our names already.
I don't know who that is.
The one behind us.
Oh, the woman.
It's so hard to go to Vicinia's voice after that.
It's okay, take your time.
Yes, it is me. I'm
Is it?
Vicinia. Nice to meet you.
She is a friend of ours.
Wait,
Sort of.
did you know of us before
Also.
today? Yesterday.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna insight that. Yeah, 22. Is it a little bit or a lot of a bit?
They they seem to be like holding in a lot of excitement and they know a lot about you. It's kind of hard to tell whether they've researched you both in one night extensively or have been fans for a long time.
Okay.
We've only been around for a few months, so this guy's probably like one of our like earliest fans, maybe if that's the case.
It's your first fan. Oh my god.
Do you know if the other two in our group?
Oh, Kaiten and Kai.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who?
Hmm.
This guy's dedicated.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay.
Alex,
Um.
what can
Yeah.
you do well?
Yes. What are your skills?
I'm really good at numbers.
Oh, I see.
The strategist.
Hmm. So you're good at mathematics then?
Uh-huh.
Alright, alright. Anything else?
Uh,
Take your time.
I'm pretty flexible.
In a physical way or in a social way?
Physical.
I would have guessed.
Here, watch me do a flip.
Alright.
Flashbacks to when Gerald did it.
Well, maybe he'll be able to outclass Gerald in one
Probably.
aspect.
I rolled a
He is
1.
young. He is young. Okay. He is...
As Alex attempts to do a flip, he trips over a loose rock near the gate and falls over
He falls
I'm gonna try and catch him before he falls.
onto. Oh, do you want to intervene?
Yeah, I
would
want
like
to try and like hold my hands out and grind, stop
You
him
want-
from falling.
You want to catch? Make a dex check.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna fall through and fucking kill this guy. Oh,
It's how quick you are versus like,
sleight of
how
hand.
quick Alex falls. Yeah, it can be a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Oh my god!
So it was nice knowing you, kid.
Can I also do this? I also want to try this.
Okay, make a dex check.
Alright. I really don't want this to happen now.
a train of falling people falling onto
Unlike
each other.
Gerald, I have a 1. So it's
You're
bound-
two better than me.
It's bound to be at least 2 better.
Oh!
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Okay. So,
Oh,
so
God. Oh.
as Alex and Gerald are falling over,
Mm-hmm.
Voxian like instinctively flicks out her hands, and this almost like purple mist just rises both of you back to standing.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on there.
Okay, so this guy jumped, started like tumbling midair. Jill takes a step, hits the same rock, like oh, and is like 45-degree arms fully out by the time he's grabbed and pulled back up.
Okay, well, that was a nice try.
Oh.
It normally goes way better than that.
Alright, I'm sure it does. You don't need to prove it.
He get a 1 as well, KJ.
Yeah,
Um,
better than Gerald though.
Yeah, obviously.
yeah, I imagine Jill would have broken his skull. Well, that is very interesting. Could you give us a moment?
Real quick, are you good with any weapons? Got any training? Other than the dagger?
I swung a sword a couple of times too.
You have?
Would you say you are proficient in them?
Maybe.
Good. As Joe reaches into his bag of holding and takes out the Frostbrand longsword.
Wow.
Gerald.
I have to make
Look, this guy's dedicated to this, and they feel I like it.
That's really cool.
Look, Gerald. This is a mind link, by the way. Gerald. If
Yeah, no.
he wants to help out, perhaps there are ways he can help out outside of combat, perhaps? Maybe?
Yes, that is my thought, but also this sword's been weighing me down for a while.
Oh, I see.
I have no use for it. As yeah, he gets the Frostbrand longsword, which wait, is that is that like a horse head on the bottom of it? Oh no, it's a like saber tooth tiger thing. Okay.
Wow, thanks.
Now this is a very rare item.
It is your first one to the gate bonus.
Yes.
Oh,
Early bird
I didn't
catches
know
the
there'd be a prize.
well, there was a
Yes.
going to be, but you got here so early, even before we did. So
Yes, a prize for dedication.
early bird gets the magical longsword,
Mm-hmm.
as they say.
Yes.
Wow, I don't have a sheath or anything.
Mhm.
Oh, it comes with one.
Oh, it does? Oh, cool.
Yes, it's within the sheath right now.
Oh, awesome.
Also,
Oh,
because
that's what this is.
I think it has to be for like because it's like when you draw this weapon, so it probably has a sheath included with it, right? For the
Yeah,
draw.
he just doesn't
Yeah.
know what a sheath is.
Yeah.
Mhm. I like the idea he got the sword with the sheath on, and he was like, "Wow, this is so cool."
Well, it's so
If
sharp.
D&D didn't, if D&D didn't want to include every sword with a sheath, then they probably should have made the sheath items
Yes.
rather than just like not have that.
Mhm. Well, since you made it here so early, it'll probably be a bit until we go, since other people have to come along, and we haven't exactly decided on a date yet. Um, but I mean, if you want to follow along with us, I'm sure there's ways you can help out. Probably.
Here, you want me to tag along?
Yes.
Yes. Why not?
But now, Alex, do you want to meet the Empress Cecilia?
We were
That
just
sounds
about to go
awesome.
and talk to her.
Come
I
along then.
don't think I've ever talked to royalty.
Remember, just let
Um,
us do the talking, and you only really talk if spoken to. Right?
well, I am technical royalty.
You gave up your title.
That doesn't mean I'm not still technical royalty.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Landless lawyers exist.
Anyway, as Jared walked past, he just puts a hand on Alex's head and just takes a second before he ruffles his hair and continues walking. He's conflicted during that second, but he couldn't see anymore.
You're really making me roll, aren't you?
Hmm? What?
There's like a shiver almost. Like a shiver of excitement.
Ooh,
Oh
interesting.
God, I'm gonna make this guy come.
Uh-huh. Um,
He's
oh,
he's a fucking puppy. He's gonna piss himself.
actually, I do have a first assignment for you. Could you carry this?
What is it?
Woxian takes out a bunch of books. Just
Oh,
carry this with you. I don't have a lot of space.
I'll put them in my pouch.
Oh, say hi to Fred as well.
Oh, right. You should introduce
How many
yourself.
books do you have?
So,
500.
in my actual inventory, it says one, but I imagine Voxian has a couple more books. Would that be fine? Like, I'd say like 4 to 5 books, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
I have like we got a lot of books from that time we went to the north, right? So
Right.
she took some of those. She has that book on necromancy, all that.
I'd say your passive perception's high enough to notice that when Alex puts these books in the pouch doesn't bulk up.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh yes, I should introduce you. This is Fred. Say hi, Fred.
Hello. I'm Fred.
Fred is an imp.
Hi, Fred.
And I'm so glad I made them introduce each other to themselves. Hell yeah.
And here's Aubrey. Say hi, Aubrey. As just a hand pops out and waves, I guess.
Hi, Aubrey. Seems a bit grossed out.
Hey,
It is a well pedicured undead hand,
It
mind
is a
you.
very well pampered undead. Okay.
You can still tell.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Hmm.
As we have gained our first of many companions, hopefully.
We have gained our new.
Also, Nikki, you
new
are kind of
champion.
echoing very badly now.
Oh, I
You-
am.
you echo.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know if I'm echo. Am I? Hmm.
Yeah. It's been happening a lot recently.
It just happens. I don't know how to fix it. Sorry.
You used to be able to fix it back in the day. It happened before, but you stopped it. I don't know.
It's fixed eventually. Just for some reason. I don't know. It just happens sometimes.
Are you using a
And
headset?
it unhappens. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I've had that before. The microphone somehow transmits the audio in the speaker.
Yeah, for some reason.
What great design.
Great design.
Literally, you know how the fucking headsets have like some of them have the mute button on the actual cable.
Yes.
It was that shit of a headset that you could mute that and it would still transmit audio over the speakers.
I think it's probably because my headset is kind of old, so it might be.
You know,
Yeah. Whatever.
there is a reason why I now use a freestanding microphone instead. It is so much nicer.
Eh.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy shit. Alright. Oh.
uh, 1 second. Give me 1 moment. As Cecilia like opens this door that you've knocked on.
Hello. Good news.
Hi.
Hello, good day.
Your, your Majesty. As Alex takes a bow. Oh no, that isn't necessary, thank you.
Yes, we should introduce you. This is Alex. We found him at the gate.
Hi. Right. And I suppose you have something important?
Well, Gerald wanted to report what we did. Right,
I'm
Gerald?
listening.
Right, so we went to Moheim and we set out a quest request, and also at the behest of what's his name, Hog Spell.
Book spell.
Hog
I'm
spell.
familiar.
He's done an announcement, let everyone know about the quest, and Wilkson promised everyone a wish.
Yes, I mean, I
The
feel like it's only justified that such a dangerous quest would have a big
I don't
prize.
think it's like the spell wish. I think it's the
Of course not. I'm just saying they can ask for a thing
like
they
a-
want, and
a-
we
a
can
request.
fulfill it. A
Yeah.
request.
is this too far?
I was reading. I've been following, I swear. Go back like 10 seconds. I had to reply to somebody.
It's a request they're asking for, and I hope this isn't too much.
What isn't too much?
The one wish we've given to people that survive. It helps.
Oh, right. I'm back on track now. um, I mean, that's a lot of people, and they could wish for some ridiculous things. I think maybe something like tangible that's quantifiable.
Well, I
Might
did
be.
say to the best of our ability. So it's not a direct affirmation that we will do the thing that they request, more that we will do the closest thing, kind of, that we can manage.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I don't believe a lot of people will show up, honestly. I think it'll be fine.
I don't need any reward. This is fine.
I see.
Cecilia, you need a man who's good with numbers.
We already sort of have somebody like that. They do our
Yes,
finances.
I'm sure. I'm sure that you have.
Right. Well, you know what about the whole military, right? You run a country.
Right.
What kind of position do you think Alex would be best in? Because obviously he's not great with weapons, but we still want to have a place for him in this fight.
He seems extremely dedicated about it. So I've been thinking probably, um, you know, something that's a bit more safe.
Well, there's always the need for others. Tacticians, generals,
Hmm.
message boys.
Mm. You know, on second thought, it could accompany us.
If you think you could keep them safe.
I think I can keep one person safe.
You could definitely
Well,
keep him.
I'm not here to tell you who you can and can't have in your army. Was that everything?
Um, how's it going with the other leaders of the world? Have they said anything about this, or are they not really involved?
Hmm. Well, I've been talking to Alyssa. She's not really meant to be around, so... And half you're basically getting the guild. Kalewia, I think we've come to the decision that we don't want to ruin our sort of unbalanced current political reign there by convincing civilians to engage in a war right after their civil one.
Makes sense.
Oh, no worries.
I don't think anybody's heard from the world leaders to do with Cloud for a while now. No one's really checked up on that either.
Hmm. Right.
Stores are still fine.
I think there's a battalion of dwarves and some sort of supply of diamonds.
Right.
They can be pretty. What's the word? Stingy. I don't think you're gonna get much.
We were thinking about going to one of their mines and see if we can get anything out of it.
I mean, if you want to go manually obtain diamonds for yourselves.
That'd be a bit easier than trying to deal with the dwarves.
Well, you have to get permission to go in their mines in the first place.
I'm sure negotiating with the dwarves could also work.
What was the problem with the mines again?
The cult, sort of took over and
Right.
destroyed a lot of it with monsters too. And then there was some sort of explosion in there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's infested. Right.
Well, perhaps we could clear that out.
You could always give it a try.
Hmm.
We do need to get some more fighting in our bones before we do this.
I can use your pickaxe.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
anyone can use a pickaxe.
You've mined ore before?
I mean, I've used it on stone before. You know,
Uh-huh.
to build up my muscles.
What does
Well, you've
muscles look like?
been training your mining then.
Um, he, he he'll do a little like flex.
Does he actually have any muscle?
He does. He's a bit defined.
Okay.
What would you say his strength is?
I I don't know.
I don't know. Well, okay.
Okay.
He could help
Right.
out with that.
Okay, so maybe we measure Gerald without the belt. Is he stronger or less strong?
Oh, Jarl clearly has more muscles.
Okay.
Okay. Even on baseball. Okay.
I can't believe that you made Sundara into an NPC, KJ. Really neat.
This man is only a miner. That's
You
all
know
he
what this
does.
art's called?
What?
What?
It is called. Let me find it.
That's an interesting name.
Harry Potter Geek #OC, and it was on Twitter.
I was reminded of the retweets when I saw that name.
None of this many a wheelie thing.
Yeah, I can see that wizard on the shirt. Alright. Well, I think that covers everything. Right.
Mhm.
Well,
Actually,
then, if you don't
Celia.
mind.
Yes, let's go then.
See you soon.
Will do.
Good luck.
Come along, Alex.
Alright. Alex, you know the situation between the four of us at the moment.
As soon as you leave, Alex is like, "Did I do well? I've never. Oh
You
god,
did fine.
You
Ah,
did perfect.
awesome! I just spat everywhere. That was great.
You know the situation between
Dedication is what that is.
us two and then Kai and Kaiten.
I had that you're not really like together anymore.
No,
We split apart.
we're working
after
towards the same goal, but we're not doing the same things anymore.
creative differences.
Ow. Okay. Well, are they gonna be with us?
When it comes to the final fight, hopefully.
We will be meeting them soon.
But if we're going to Storster, then it's just going to be us two. Maybe Thesinia, she's down for it. And then you, if you want.
Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't be that unsafe, I guess.
Well, if it is, then we'll pull him out. Don't worry.
Sure, of course. I did say I was gonna protect that guy.
You know, I know they gave him the sword as well, so I kind of feel kind of responsible. Alex, you have one mission. One
Okay.
overall goal. Right? Now,
Alright.
look me in the eyes. And promise me. Right? Don't die.
Okay.
At all costs, save yourself.
Got it.
Even if we start dying, save yourself.
Okay.
But do tell people we're dying in case anybody comes to save us.
Yes, obviously. Alright, this was a lot easier. He's already better than Kaiten.
Honestly, this is a marked improvement.
He listens to orders.
Listen to me.
Yeah, he listens to anything. Alright, Alex.
You're the ones in charge.
We're gonna make a good fit here.
I hope
Now
so.
let's go get some food.
Let's go get some food.
Don't worry, food's on us. Well, me.
Thanks.
Don't you ride on Crusoe?
I get to ride Crusoe.
No, everyone else rides Crusoe.
Okay.
Do you want to go solo? Or do you want me to go with you?
I don't really know how to ride.
Don't worry, Crusoe will do it all for you.
Oh. Well, how are you gonna get back if you're not riding Crusoe?
You can walk.
I can float.
Alright, it's not very
Jim-
far.
Joe's gonna help him up onto the Crusoe.
Okay. Yeah, with your help, just get some Crusoe.
And then he's going to start walking through the gate and mental command to Crusoe to give this guy the ride of his fucking life. Crusoe is time to freestyle.
Crusoe just shoots up. Almost vertical.
As we just start walking towards a decent tavern or restaurant. Do we have one of those?
Yeah, you have the one that Sabrina Bronsmore.
Okay.
Which did have a map, but I can't remember where I put it.
I remember where that is as well, definitely.
I honestly think it might have been Heavenly Honesty.
We're taking to heaven the honesty, yeah.
Oh yeah, if that's available.
We're taking him to our fucking roots.
We're taking him to
okay.
our favorite fresh food chain.
Yeah, okay. There's a Heavenly Honesty available.
We're
Hell
taking him to
yeah.
fucking Spoons, boys! Woo!
I want to welcome you, Alex.
Oh god.
He's
So-
not here right now. He's in the air.
Something is being downloaded from my OneDrive and my game is crashing.
Crusoe's pretty well timed. Like Crusoe dive bombs at you as you arrive.
Well,
Crusoe dive bombs Alex is in there. He's like, uh-oh.
Alex is on and surprisingly looking okay. Alex seemed to like that.
alright.
Oh my god, that was so much fun.
Alright,
Right.
so this is a Heavenly Honesty, well, one of the Heavenly Honesty places. You heard of them?
I've heard about these. They're like a chain.
Not
Yeah,
just
but-
a chain, it is also our favorite chain.
It is our history. You'll know how most adventures start with being in a tavern. The typical story. Well, ours was one of those. It
Yes,
started in the tavern.
all 5 of us.
Yes,
oh my
right.
god. Oh my, there were 5 of you?
Yes, we did have a 5th member at the time.
I don't
Yes.
think I knew that.
Oh no.
He died
Oh no.
The
Quite
night-
early on.
the night of our first kind of quest. Or something. He went missing and then next time I saw him he was killed. Anyway,
Let's eat.
say goodbye to Crusoe.
Bye, Crusoe.
As Crusoe gets sucked into the Shadow Realm.
Why is Cecilia?
Oh, I brought up by accident, sorry.
Cecilia is here.
Hey, look, it's our favourite table.
Yup.
This used to be our favourite, but then we got more people. I think this is our first one. Then when Blythe died, we went to this one, but now we have a fifth member. Kind of. There's still four of us, but you know.
How dare she take my seat? Go away.
She will take her seat.
She's ancient, like you old bitch. Chair audibly creaks.
This does bring some memories.
So what do you want, Alex?
What would you like to eat?
I don't really know what's on the menu.
Look, neither do I.
I can order you all what I eat.
She eats
Sure.
wine, and only wine. Don't, you'll die.
Okay.
Now, Gerald, I won't be buying any wine from here. I have a vintage.
Alright, could we get... Do you want a meat pie, Alex?
Sure. That sounds great.
Right, 2 meat pies. And then... What drink do you want?
I'll have some ale.
Alright, give him the fruity ale.
Right.
Another one of those as well. There's 2 of each.
Is that it, Gerald?
That's it for now.
Alright. 2 silver.
Oh, I hope you don't. Oh, I'm so clumsy, dropping a third silver on the floor. Oh,
Oh,
but to the bar. I hope no one takes it from me. Oh, as he leaves the silver, the 3 silver there.
so Alex, you, I trust, know a whole lot about us, but we don't know much about you.
Give us your backstory, bitch. I say as I pull the gun out on him.
Why did you decide to become an adventurer? What's your story? You've been at it for 3 years, you must have something to say.
Oh, okay. I haven't really practiced this. I grew up in Moheim. Well, sort of out of town a little bit. On a farm, and one day, the goblins came through, and they were they were gonna kill me and everyone else, but the guild saved me. Moheim Guild Hall saved my life, and ever since then, I've wanted to be an adventurer just like them.
Interesting. So you joined after a bit?
Uh-huh.
And how have you done?
Oh, I've been on a lot of quests.
Have you? Any examples? I'm sure you have some stories to share.
Well, every single day, there's a quest for the newspaper, and I deliver it to every house in Moheim.
He's the newspaper boy. Oh, he is the messenger. Oh, praise, he already has a job.
Interesting. And that's... How much have you done all of that?
Oh, I do that job every single day.
Every single day?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's some dedication, alright.
We even print newspapers on the weekend.
I see. So have you ever gone to a dungeon or faced any big monster or done anything outside of Moheim?
Uh, one, one time, um, I, I went on a mission with some other people, and we did an investigation.
Ah, an investigation. Into what?
There was some horrible dragon thing.
There was a dragon.
Oh yeah, it was real bad.
Did you fight it?
No.
Okay. You have a family, yes, you told us about that.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever done any chores around the house?
Sure, I worked on the farm. Yeah, had to do some farm work.
Mm-hmm. You know, sweeping the floors maybe,
Helping out my parents, milking the cows.
washing dishes.
Uh-huh.
I see. I'm gonna mind link with Gerald. Now, how much do we spend on a house caretaker, Gerald?
I think I gave like 50 platinum for Cecilia to give them throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Are you thinking of getting this guy to work in your mansion?
I'm considering it. I mean, I would need more workers than just Aubrey.
You're not going to kill him.
Oh, no, I would never.
Right, whenever I think worker of you, I just think dead bodies.
Well, unless it catches some kind of terrible disease, then I might consider it, but I won't.
That I will cure him.
If it's uncurable, I mean.
Then he'll get a good funeral. For what he wants.
Sure, of course.
And if you
I'll
somehow
give him a great
convince him to
funeral.
donate his body to you, then all power to you, I guess.
What are we talking about?
Nothing. Hey, Alex. So, have you ever considered, working in service?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, well, you know quite a few things about, you know, taking care of the house, of animals, all that. I'm sure that you would be perfect for, working in something akin to a mansion or a house.
You go.
Sure, I can work there.
Right, yes. So, after we're done with this, I might have to talk to you. We'll see.
Okay.
This is the last drop of the wine from this bottle. It's an important time.
Gerald looks at Wilkshire, raises an eyebrow.
Woxian has a bottle of wine that is almost like she pours the last of it into a glass and drinks it.
How long have you had that bottle?
Hmm?
How long have you had that bottle?
No, well, I think it's a couple months by now.
Jeez.
Gerald, it's wine. It doesn't go bad.
No, I'm just saying. Surprised you've made it last that long.
Of course I did. I rationed it out.
Hmm.
It's important to be economical with things like this.
True. True.
What's Fred doing?
He's invisible. He's flown off.
He's flown out. He's gonna get me a bottle.
What the Fred doing? What the Fred doing?
You just hear invisible munching.
Fred, did you pay for that?
Leave like 3 copper on the table.
Okay.
I imagine that because he's a messy eater, right?
Yeah, there's just like a load of crumbs all
Yeah,
over his shelf.
crumbs just start appearing. Invisible food, invisible imp, not invisible crumbs. As he just shoot out. Oh god. Good. Enjoy, Alex. If you guys want, you can get food as well. Oh,
I'm
right.
fine, thank you.
As he hands over a gold coin to the senior.
Yes, thank you.
Good, you don't really have any money.
I'll go tell him what I want.
It's okay, he doesn't need to know the menu because he's making it up in between his two heads. And then we eat the food.
And then we feast.
And then you eat the food.
And
Why
now
are you guys?
KJ.
Uh-oh.
KJ.
Oh.
KJ. You there? KJ, we
Tiny
can...
windows.
Did you do the thing again?
Yep.
Ah, lovely.
I had about 8 Windows notifications.
Oh boy.
I need to
Nice.
fix my monitors. There we go.
So what were you trying to say, KJ?
I was saying that while these guys are eating, Kai bamfs into the schooling sun. Bam.
Right.
Wait. Bam.
Hello. I know it was short notice, but at least I tried to improve on this regard. If you don't want me to let you know next time I come, you don't. I'll just come without letting you know then.
Oh no, don't worry, I was just being a bitch. Sure. The others came through earlier and they didn't say anything.
Right. Well, I suppose they don't have that sort of magic, anyways.
It was quiet hour. It's
Well, I agreed to meet them at Gerald's house, so I'll need to head out to be there for the meeting. So, thanks again for letting me pass through here.
cool. No problem.
Where would you say that the tavern would be, KJ?
It would be. It would be near like the front gate here.
This?
Like it's probably like on the other side of it's probably like this one and then like Chevel's over here. So it's like one of the first things you see when you come in because they want to like get travelers in.
Okay, so if we laugh loud enough, because Alex tells a really funny joke, Kai will hear us.
That implies that Alex first has to tell a very funny joke.
I mean, his existence kind of counts.
Kai has such a high passive perception that he might hear Gerald.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because like Gerald's got a distinct voice amidst the entire crowd of people here.
Mhm.
So if Kai was to walk past, you'd probably know that we're in there.
Or like I just walk past the crowd, hear people like in backroom rumors, like, oh, did you see Gerald with that weird kid? And boasting with them?
There is some talk about like you guys, like people around Lastful have seen you a lot, and they're starting to figure out what's going on.
We're kind of becoming iconic.
I mean, in the rest of the world, you're kind of known for one thing, but over
here, here we're like celebrities.
Yeah, I guess Kai will just ask like someone that may be like talking rumors and such, and ask like if they saw them go anywhere, and then probably find his way into the tavern.
yeah, they're in the
That's
Heavenly
okay.
Honesty Kai. Just think of what past it enough to know where that is. Oh my god, it's the first few saves.
And that's what I said to Kai. You're a bitch.
Yes, we'll need to do something about that hair.
You could shave it.
No. It is good hair, we just need to style it.
Looks fine to me.
Well, of course it does. You don't have any, I'm sure you would love to have some, Gerald.
Yeah, I used to have some. That looks fine. You feel tired when I was younger.
No, I don't think the bald look will fit you.
No, when I was younger, I had hair. That's
I'm
kind
not
of what I
arguing
had as a
about that,
haircut.
I'm arguing about the fact that he shouldn't shave it.
No.
I think you look weird with hair.
I'm sure he would. I can't imagine Gerald with hair, honestly.
I looked in the mirror once and I saw it and I screamed.
Oh
It
my
was a
god.
dyke.
Oh! Hello. It was a bit
Yeah,
early, I thought we were meeting later.
Well, I realized you were. I heard that you were here anyways. So, do you want to have the meeting now, or?
Well, I assume Caden won't join us for the meeting, so we might as well.
No.
I'm Alex. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, this is Alex, it's Kai, it's Alex.
Yes.
Did you do some of your hair?
Kai just looks down at Alex for a moment, then looks like at the two of them, then back at Alex.
It's our new kid.
Yes, I'm. I suppose you've heard of me before. Yes, I am Kai. Kai Lionheart.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. As
knows about
he shakes his.
Oh god, you're gonna shake his
reaches
hand.
out to shake Alex's hand. Yeah.
Alex shakes your hand very enthusiastically, and the excitement is incredibly obvious.
Right. Unfortunately, Alex, I don't think you will be meeting Caden, seeing as she's not very sociable.
I mean,
Yes, trust me, we are just as disappointed as you are.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Anyhow, you might as well sit down, Kai. This is a place that we're all familiar with. Quite a fitting place to discuss this, I think.
Sure.
So, we're going to be talking to Leon. Yes.
Well, do you not think? Well, do you not think this is a private matter? That's. Fuck. I was lagging. Yes.
Well, Kai, you're the one who approached us, so if you want us to leave right now, I mean, you'll have to wait a bit.
No.
I thought we could talk about this now.
Are we not
I
talking
just don't
using your
think that
mind thing?
We can do it for my mind, I guess.
Well, it's a bit awkward when we have to catch each other up to speed. Right, I suppose we can do that.
Then would you like to do it somewhere else later, after we're done with this?
I do not mind having my soup and missing, and you can only go upstairs. I finished my pie, so I'm all good to go wherever.
Oh,
Okay, how about we
I
go
think there's
upstairs?
I think there's one thing we should talk about first, Wilson, as he points to his head.
Okay, mind link. What is it?
Who is that?
His name is Alex. He is one of the people that we recruited. Trust me, we won't be bringing him to a fight. But he is good with numbers, apparently.
Alright, so he's from the Moheim Guild Hall, or...
Yes. He's been there for 3 years.
Doing what exactly?
Delivering mail. It's his own choice to join us. He's the one who wants to do it. And we have warned him extensively.
What possible kinds of tasks are you going to give him that's relating to this to our efforts here?
He can support us in any way that he can. It doesn't matter who joins us, as long as they feel confident in doing it. It's his own choice, and he's doing it of his own volition.
It doesn't matter if it's his choice. If we bring someone like him with us everywhere, then what if he's held hostage? Will you just let him die
No, I promise
just
to
because
protect
it's his
him.
choice to come along?
If he is captured, then I will take responsibility, me and Gerald. And we will go and save him. But I don't think that will happen,
Right.
seeing as we're making sure he stays safe. And the safest place he can be right now is along with us. I'm sure that if we didn't allow him to travel with us, he would probably try and do something stupid. So really, it's more like watching over somebody.
You don't think you could just go back to the Moheim Guild Hall?
And what? Tell him that he can't join us? I'm not going to break the kid's dream, Kai. This is what he wants to do. I'll make sure he doesn't get hurt, so he can have fun.
This isn't about having fun. This is a very serious effort we're undertaking here.
I understand that,
If-
and I do think
if
he
you-
can
if-
help in serious ways as well.
If he can take care of himself, he will be a much larger detriment than he will be of help. The more threats, the more things they can threaten us with, the more vulnerable we are. I don't think you realize that it doesn't matter how much responsibility you will take if he's held at gunpoint on the battlefield.
And I don't
Anywhere.
think you realize that it's our choice and his.
Then
and
I
he
will
can't
also
tell
try
us
to save
what to
his
do.
Alex, you look pretty pissed. I think they're having an argument.
Alex's legs are like dangling over the chair and he's
Yes.
watching them. And he turns back and he's like, What do you think they're talking about?
Probably you.
Ah,
Kai, if you're here just to tell us what we're supposed to do, then I won't hear about it, because we've already discussed that we aren't going to be working together. If you want to talk with Leon,
Right, I don't need to tell you anything then.
okay, let's talk about what's important now. Or would you like to just leave? You have two options here.
I think he should hear my advice.
I think he should heed his own advice.
What, are you afraid that I will convince him that you won't be able
I
to
am
use?
not. I am simply saying that I won't let you manipulate him.
Oh, I'm manipulating here.
We warned him. We are not at all trying to manipulate him at all. Why in the world would we? This is his choice, Kai. If you don't want him to come along, that is your opinion. And either way,
Can I please
this is our group.
talk to him with my own words? With my own words.
you're kind of close, Orgisia.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I think she's being protective of you.
Look, Kai,
Ah, okay.
I really want you to be somebody that I can trust. I think of you as an ally. I don't think that you're being extremely helpful here. But being so nitpicky about our decisions. We're not going around and telling you what to do, or influencing the things you do.
That's because I don't bring along innocent people that can be a burden on something like this. I don't do unnecessary. I don't bring unnecessarily bad
Oh,
risks,
I see.
picking unnecessary fights.
Hey, Alex, Kai thinks you're a burden. Just saying.
I'm a burden.
Yes, Kai has been talking with me for a while now, and he thinks that you can't really pull your weight. I believe in you, though.
I'm here to help however I can. I just wanna, help out and fight.
Of course.
Alex, the best thing you can do to help others
Is help
is
us
to
out. You'll be saving the world.
no.
Yes. Because that is his own choice that he's making. He wants to be a hero, and we warned him.
What's
That
never
is
drink,
all.
Alex?
There are there are plenty of stories of people being held hostage, of
And I'm
victims
sure there's plenty of
caught
people,
in such moments.
and there's plenty of stories of unlikely heroes, too.
Yes.
What makes you
However,
say that Alex can't help us, Kai? Why do you think?
do you remember how we started Wilson? We didn't hang around with others that were pulling people pulling jobs way above their pay, way above our pay grade. We started small and then built ourselves up by taking shortcuts and going straight to the top.
He's not
Well,
taking a
then you'll only
shortcut, he is helping us.
that will only enhance the shortcomings.
I see, so
And
he is only a burden in your minds. I will not hear any more of this.
At the moment, I do not spin my words like this, Wilson.
I am not spinning them because that is exactly what you're saying.
I am saying that he's a burden now, but he doesn't have to be.
So yes, you are saying that he is a burden.
If this is a problem, I can go.
No, it's fine, Alex. Kai is just being very, very, very controlling.
Alex, I'm I'm sure you have great potential, and you should work on improving that first.
And we will work on those, Alex. How would you like to be taken under our wing?
Make contested persuasion check.
Hell yeah, baby. I don't suppose I could have cast a glibness, right?
No.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay. Let's see then. Oh, 12. Oh my.
like if you're not casting glibness, I'm not casting guidance either. Even though if you cast glibness, that just be like
I feel like if you are casting guidance, then I should be able to cast glibness.
Yeah, there's not time to cast because you're just kind of both talking and
Yeah,
he's
there's
making
no time to
up.
really cast it. Is there?
Basically, okay, what Kate is asking is see how persuading you were in that moment.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go to my room that I have.
I see.
I'll see you later.
What are you doing?
If you ever wish to talk, Alex,
Where are you
I'm sorry
staying,
for
Alex? We would like to have a talk with you since you will be joining us.
Oh, this is kind of awkward. I'm like upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll meet you later.
Okay.
Right. Now, would you like to discuss something else?
If you can just get started, then sure. And something actually important.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is a public space. Would you like to talk somewhere else?
We can go back to Gerald's house, right? Unless there's other business you have here.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Let's go.
Want me to come along?
Oh, I mean, I thought you two were
Yes.
going. I do have something to take care of here, but, you can go to Gerald's house.
Right, we'll meet up there.
So, what happened there? I didn't hear like any of it. There's a
I
lot
mean,
of
we did talk some of it into purpose when, like,
Yeah.
when I tried to speak with Alex. Then
Yeah.
that's
There was a bit. So Joe has
like.
like the gist of it, but not all of it.
Basically, Kai doesn't want us to hang around with Alex.
Why?
I don't know. So, yeah, just go on.
I feel like as a third party, I should talk to Alex without I getting mad that you're doing it. So I'm just going to quickly say that we'll be back in a few hours.
If you want to talk, okay.
Before he kind of fully goes upstairs. Hey, Alex!
Yeah.
We'll be back here in a few hours. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay.
Not leaving you behind. Walk past bartender. If that gold I gave you, if Alex wants anything, let him know about it. Just use that.
Well, you sure do know how to have arguments in public spaces.
No, it was in my head.
Not all of it.
Of course, some does slip by.
So a lot of the emotions were shown as well. A lot of angry pointing.
You don't really hide your faces.
Is Kai waiting by the door or is he already left?
He's just walking over to Gerald's house.
Wow, look how quick that was.
Wow, that was quick.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Quickly, on the other side of the planiverse, Kaiten and Thalia are flying around on an eagle together, and it's really cool.
Wait.
Negating jumps off to kill herself, but becomes an eagle instead. Whoa, plot twist.
If Kane was made aware of this meeting, she would have been there, but I don't think she was. But instead, she's spending a day flying, which she doesn't mind either.
I think it's reasonable to say that Kai would have mentioned it, and you can walk through a tree at any point to just appear somewhere. So it's up to you, Fancy.
Would Kai have mentioned something? Samara? Because Kai might
Yeah,
have
I'm pretty
reasons.
sure he did mention it at one point.
Okay. Well. After they're done flying, after a quick look in the library and marking a tree that's closer to the library since you don't have to walk as much, she's gonna step through the pit.
Okay. So, coincidentally, because this world functions on coincidences, Kaiten walks out of a tree as everyone's sort of outside, arriving, and you all convene at this point. Oh my god, I don't have to split screen.
Actually, I did say I had some.
I mean, we still have to travel.
Whatever it was, you do it.
Okay. Then can I roll a charisma check with glibness on?
What were you doing?
I was
He
gonna
wants
talk
to
to
talk to Alex.
fucking Alex.
Yeah, this is like before we get here, so don't worry. You're not split screen anything, KJ.
Okay, you can cast.
I mean, all he said was he's gonna go to his room.
Yeah,
you
but
go up, you
that's-
go up,
Like,
We'll just follow him.
you
Okay,
I don't
can
know.
cast the
What,
burst
I
and go
can't
talk to
talk
Alex.
to him?
okay.
You go upstairs and Alex is there. I'll do it on this map over by the edge. He's there. There's Alex. He's in his room.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like sometimes you're a bit metagamey,
I'm
even
not
if it's
metagamey. What
even
she
if
was
it's
going-
intentional or unintentional.
Okay, I
Like
guess
we
you're not
know
gonna...
out of character that you lost the persuasion contest, but I don't
We
know,
know,
like
yes, but
why.
okay, that's not why she's going up there, Sandero. That's not where she's going.
Okay.
Why don't you just let me explain it?
All right,
What the hell, man?
fine.
Okay.
Go talk to Alex. He's upstairs in his
Okay.
room.
All right. Alex.
Yeah, I thought you were leaving.
Oh, I was. I just wanted to say, you see, I'm sorry for not really telling you what was going on, sort of fully. We had a bit of a debate in my head. I'm sure you know that I can do that. Probably, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Right. So, yes, Kai was being quite rude during it, a bit dismissive. And I don't know how you felt about it. You very urgently went to your room. But let me assure you, I do value you. I do think that you can contribute to this. So, think it over, alright? And, if you need any help, or at all, need to talk about anything, I am here most of the time. I come here. And, you know, we do have a house that's just near here, too, that you can go to. You probably know the location. I'm not sure, though.
Okay.
Alright. Take care.
Bye.
And I do still want to talk to you about all of after all of this.
Okay.
And then she leaves.
Okay,
Was
so
that so bad? Was that so bad, Sandero? I just wanted to say, like, sorry.
Yeah, it's just the whole charisma glibness thing. Like, oh, that's just had that sort of implication, you know. Like, I didn't want to. I kind of jumped to conclusions, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be unreasonable or metagame. I'm just trying to, stand my ground as my character would. You know.
Yeah, but sometimes it feels like it, like if there's ever anything like we're like possibly up against each other on, it seems like like subconsciously sometimes you kind of bring like out of character knowledge into in character reasoning. It feels like it happens sometimes.
I'm not really, but okay.
I know that's because it's subconscious. It feels subconscious. Okay, like I think it's subconscious.
I don't feel
Anyway,
I did.
You
Wait,
won't notice something when it's subconscious,
Please.
Nikki.
Not,
That's what I'm saying.
please.
Oh my god. Okay, fine, whatever. Just let's continue.
Wotan's gonna be later
Yeah.
because, like, not by much, by like 5 minutes. But everyone else is here.
Yeah, Joe's been waiting for a little while.
You can be inside if you want. I'm gonna put Fasinia inside because
Yeah,
you're the
she-
you're the quickest. So
Yeah, she got on Crusoe with him.
say Kai and Kate are probably outside together.
Alright, hello again. I can't hear you, Fancy. Are you muted? Yeah, you're muted.
I'm an idiot. Sorry. She said
Just
hello.
fucking flying over my fence.
She said hello and then she hopped over the fence.
No fucking respect.
And then she was like, sorry, I'm late. I got a bit carried away.
It's fine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to show up at all, really.
Thanks for the...
You know they are going to be here too, right?
Oh yes, but at the end of the day, they're just a tool to achieve my own goals.
Wow.
Wine.
You know, everyone is really good for flying. If you want, I could take you sometime.
That probably won't be necessary.
And that's the sound Gerald makes after drinking some wine. It pierces down the hallway.
I saw Gerald fly by on Crusoe, so he must be here already. As Kai walks up and knocks on the door.
Come on in.
Seems weird, huh?
Some wine to send you.
Yes, if you don't mind.
He's gonna pour her a glass.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for the scene with Wilson earlier.
Well, it was mostly not out loud.
What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
What was the issue properly? No
So-
problem with Alex.
Alex?
So Wilson and Gerald took with them a very inexperienced employee at the Moheim Guild Hall, claiming that they'll keep him safe.
Alright, let me
And
actually have
that
a
he's only-
conversation here, okay? We set out a quest in the Moheim, seeking out all adventurers, whoever wants to join in, right? as we said we're going to do, we get more people to help for the fight. And we rest over there at Moheim for the night and get back, and he was there pretty much immediately, so I imagine some kind of fan of ours or followed our work. And no, I don't. I didn't want to bring him along, but I also don't want to turn down the guy who's that excited to see us. So
Has
There's other ways to inspire someone to do great things than taking them with you on dangerous journeys.
okay. Has anyone actually assessed his strength? Has
he
anyone
doesn't know what the spell is, and he had a dagger.
Well, they might be like one of them sneaky people.
He said he's normally good at doing flips, but he also didn't know what the rogue was.
Okay, I propose a solution.
Transmish.
What if you give him a bit of a test, and if he does well, you can say that if he's strong enough, he can come with. But that would mean him gaining a lot of strength. Because from what Kai said,
Good fucking idea! As Gerald takes his gauntlets off and puts them on the table. You can use those.
I guess so, but he's gonna
You're a
need
genius, Caden. Nice.
He's gonna need
Give him a right.
experience. Because
I'm sure there's no one else that could make better use of those gauntlets.
We're going to go to stores there at some point, maybe tomorrow. See if we can procure any more diamonds so we could use them in case any of us go down or any of our adventurers go down during the fight.
it is quite odd that you've been looking for diamonds, because that's exactly what I've been doing.
Oh, alright then.
I've also went to Thalia. I hope it is the right name. My sister. That was what to say. To ask for people and same for store the whatever the country name was.
Store.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, alright. Well, are they helping out in the fight as well?
They said they were wanting to help, but not risk their own people having an uprising, which is understandable. We
Right.
can also expect some help from Thalia and people from Uruguay.
It's very good.
Now it feels odd acting like those people.
Those people.
You know, like leaders and stuff.
Oh, right. Your title.
Yeah, that's a thing I forgot about for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Well, good to see you're all making steps.
Oh, don't think this is me trying to make good.
No, I never
We're
said
just
that.
working
Making
towards
steps towards our goal.
we're working towards a common goal, and I guess I have to act civil because of that.
I also.
I arrived? Yeah, you can arrive. Okay.
What did you
What
say,
did you
Carl?
say?
Also found out how the truth seekers can disconnect themselves from the Mithlar and let them know about that.
Oh, that's
Gerald
good.
holds up the bottle of wine and kind of just shakes it towards Wilkshire.
Oh, everybody's here. Right. Oh, Caden, you're here. Interesting.
So how can you disconnect truth seekers from it? Going to assume it doesn't involve killing them?
Well, it's going far away from with them going far away from the Mithlar not having an effect, then the biggest obvious solution seems to be that to go to another plane, like when you throw. But instead of like throwing the entire Mithlar into a bag of holding to break your connection, you could instead send yourself to some sort of pocket plane.
Oh. So to stop them being attuned to the myth law, we just put them into a bag.
Well, either that or use another spell that can send you to a different place.
You know, putting someone in a bag seems a lot easier. I mean, you two have been in a bag before. You
That
came
is
out
true, they have.
fine.
Gerald kind of looks at the bag that Wilkshire has and just kind of, yeah, people in bags, alright.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, right.
In any
Anyway,
case,
what's the
what
plan?
is our strategy for what is our strategy for talking with Leon and convincing him to hand us the key?
Well,
I mean, is there any convincing left? He said he'd give us the key if we have the
he
other
does
two.
seem to be rather fine with it. However, I do think that if he shows some resistance, or actually doesn't want to give us the key, we can of course always employ the fact that, well, I do know Leon. I do know what he's like. I could probably talk to him.
If he does end up giving us the key, will he fight with us? Will he fight on our side?
Perhaps that's something we could convince him of, though also, I'm not sure if he's strong enough to do it. He
That's
seemed rather...
It's possible
point.
it's possible that the beast that we're trying to kill was the thing giving him his power, and now he doesn't know of that. Now he doesn't have that power anymore, or
If
at
that is
least
the
a
case,
lot of it he doesn't have.
Either
At least
way,
that is his part of the story. The implications from his side of the story so far.
we can at least try and convince him to help us out in any way he can, right now.
either way, if he falls in battle, he'll just get back up in a week. So what's his?
No, I don't think he will.
I don't think that's possible anymore now.
He was coming back because his soul was owned by the demon.
Hmm,
And if he's taken the power away, I think if Leon dies again, he's gone for good.
interesting. She has a piece of paper, she's taking notes on this whole thing.
Okay, sure.
So where do you want this meeting point to be? Outside your house, Gerald? Somewhere
I
else?
mean, it can be anywhere, really, right?
Wherever Leon feels comfortable.
I refuse to allow it within the forest. It would be a great disruption to the pace. It would
We
not
never
be
mentioned the
appreciated.
forest in the first place.
I'm just saying that it will not be allowed. All
Alright.
appreciated.
The meeting can't take place inside my room either, thank you.
You're just right here.
I think that's fair.
There's multiple doors for him to leave if he wants to. So,
We need
Yeah.
it to be a place where he doesn't feel trapped or any of that kind of thing, probably.
Do you have enough chairs? How many chairs do we need?
We do have enough chairs.
Well, I won't exactly be overlooking the meeting in person. It would be too dangerous to have both of our keys at the same place
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah,
time.
you can leave this part to us, I think.
I'm willing to.
No, I'm not leaving this part to you. I'll be overlooking you from a distance.
Where exactly?
Far enough that I can see. Far enough away that I can see.
So very far away?
As long as you're by the windows, then I should be able to see.
I think you should hand it to Crusoe if you want to stay. I'm so scared of him taking the key. Because Crusoe can just go away.
We could also hand. We can also hand it to Valia.
Either way, it wasn't what I was saying that you couldn't overlook it. I was more implying I'm going to talk to them, and I think I know how to convince them of things.
But I also feel like he'd want to prove we have both keys before he hands over his one. with this.
We could show him that we have it and then take it to Valia.
Why would he need proof though if this is a friendly gesture?
If he wants to trust us, then we should trust him first.
Just a note, KJ, just to make sure. The keys we have look different, right?
Yes, they all look different.
Yeah, so like the one Kai has is like recognizably the one that we got from Barrow Bay, whereas like the one Gerald has is recognizable one that was held by the Solar.
Hey, Kai,
Imagine like the bits that go into a lock, they're all different. But there is no lock, it's all magic. But it's just a visual thing.
Yes, Kaden.
you know, I think Leon knows you have the key. Should I carry it? That if something happens, he won't immediately know the location, or at least the person who's it on. I've gotten a lot more difficult to down recently.
No, I think I want to keep a hold of this key myself.
Fair enough, but keep in mind it's an option for when the meeting happens. If you do want to be there. I don't want to force you, keep it up in mind as an option.
Thinking he's going to betray us gets it closer to him actually betraying us.
We should do this with a modicum of trust if it's going to work. So, I am glad that you two aren't here for this.
1. Kai is going, Kato will stay.
Well,
Why?
yes, Kai is going to be watching.
You said you wanted to stay, right?
Oh, I guess so then.
Alright, let me know. Is that the
Do
store?
you need me to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
She could stay with Kai to keep Kai safe in case no ambush.
you're not exactly, yes, you can go with them if you want, Fusuyu.
If you
Okay,
don't mind
I'll
Kai,
accompany Kai. I don't think I'll be able to see like he can. Maybe.
Also, if anything does happen, it is nice that Kai is on the outside so he can report what happens.
Oh, that reminds me, and Caden plops Cluck into existence. While I go and look for Cluck, I'm just gonna summon another one.
Bam.
Kai, would you mind carrying Cluck with you? Because then I can contact you in case something goes wrong. And you're...
Sure, I can carry Clock with me.
So we have two ways communication.
If you feel like contacting us, how are you going to do it?
I have magic to contact you.
Of course, I'm just saying what exactly are you planning to do?
If I see Leon swarming with a bunch of demons, or if he does anything hostile, I will step in.
May I suggest he borrow Crusoe then as well?
No.
We would need a way of escape, and Crusoe is a good one.
It's fine. I still have Tabor.
Oh, of course. Oh, Gerald, I hope you don't mind me keeping 2 elk in your van.
Ooh.
2 elk.
Ooh.
They're 2 of my beetles, so that's a smell.
Why are you keeping beetles in my garden?
Can't they be in the forest? Isn't that where elk are supposed to be?
No, I need to keep these ones close. It's a range.
Oh, cool.
Well, you're not exactly going to be here. Are you going to be here, Caden? What are you planning to do?
I think that's already been decided, yes.
You're
Where's
going
the-
to stay here.
No. Button up this discussion. So we
Yeah.
know what.
Yes.
Xenox, can you say that again? You were completely mobile.
Can we let Leon know that? Or do we really have to stop now? Because Gerald sees this conversation is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, let Kai find his place, and then he can give Cluck a squeeze. Cluck will let me know. If it's not too far away.
Kai's kind of the one who has to contact Leon.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'll contact him.
Stupid. Oh, sorry.
So I will cast a sending to Leon.
Kate is wearing his clothes. He's familiar with those. He can teleport to them.
Am I wearing his clothes? Oh, Jesus, that's gonna be awkward.
We've had him before. Well, he's
It's magical. It's magical armor. It can change to
Nah,
different
he's still
body
familiar with
shapes.
the item. Sorry, buddy.
And I
Means
also,
he can teleport to you, I think.
I also have all his other items still on me.
Yeah.
No, they're not in the bag because I'm attuned to some of them.
Okay.
Wait, 30 years later, he still hasn't shown. Gerald is starting to crumble.
What do you mean? Starting to? He's already dead by then.
And no, I received a response. All right, I'll be there in an hour.
Right, he says he'll be here in an hour, so get ready until then.
Alright, we need to prepare.
I'm going to have some food. No, I've already had food today.
If you could, Gerald, do make some food so we can eat while discussing.
You can always have second breakfast, Gerald.
What's second breakfast? Why would you have two?
Is that an old time thing?
Oh no,
What?
don't worry, I had second breakfast too.
What?
Oh, did I tell you where I was staying tonight?
No, I don't really care.
Oh.
Until you cease with the hostilities, I don't really care at all.
Okay, so let's discuss what we're going to be talking about.
Key, gate, army.
Key, gates, army. Perhaps help us, Leon. In case he can, in any way.
I'm just going to talk to him, right?
Of course, we'll be talking to him, and we need to make sure it's in a friendly manner.
I doubt I'll be able to say any friendly words to him, so I'll just keep my mouth shut.
You know, Caden, if you can't
keep
say
your mouth shut
anything
anyway.
friendly, you could not be part of the conversation.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
So, yes,
I think she means in general.
if you could perhaps leave this to us. I mean, look.
I have ideas.
You have ideas, and I'm sure they're great, but I also think that we nearly need this to be a friendly discussion without any sort of tempers or tension.
Which is exactly why I said I wasn't going to say anything during this. But right now, when we are discussing the plan, I can put in my thoughts.
Okay.
Because then I don't have to say anything
All I'm
during.
asking of you now is
Can you
don't
both shut
give
up?
up any
What?
kind of... What?
We know what you're both trying to say. Stop.
Okay, I just need to make sure, that's all.
Kate is going to stay quiet. We're going to talk to Leon. Leon.
If everything is agreed, then that's fine, yes.
I thought that's what we were agreeing.
It is.
Okay.
What role would it be to make something to eat?
We can just make something to eat.
Oh.
Make a survival roll, how good is it?
Actually, Gerald, let me help you with that.
While we're waiting, KJ, is it fine if I
You
just
know,
try and get in a short rest to attune to the eyes of the eagle?
Yeah, you can attune to the eyes.
Honestly, I'd say make it some soup or something. You know what he likes. You've known him since childhood.
Yes. Well, I don't exactly know what his tastes are now, but I can just make something that everybody likes.
Make something that reminds him of home, maybe.
Huh.
I have a lot of spices if you want to borrow any. I don't mind.
If you're willing to share them, that's fine.
Yes, I'm
As long
offering.
as it's not anything poisonous.
Oh, no, don't worry, I tested these all. I tested these all on multiple people, not just myself.
Jim closes the door.
And she puts like a bunch of pouches and stuff she's collected over the time. This one can add a bit of spice. And that one is just basically flavor pots.
Interesting.
Just feel free to use them, just don't mix up the labels and don't put a spoon you had in one in the other. That can mess it up.
Fred,
Yes.
you're immune to poison, right?
Uh-huh.
But can you still tell if something is poisonous or not?
Not really, I don't really feel anything.
I see. Well, we'll have to stick with the old reliable then, as Orgisia is gonna feed Katarina every spice if she uses it.
None of it is poisonous, as far as I'm aware. Unless KJ throws a surprise on me.
Finally, some time to myself. Yeah, well, she was just gonna make that soup she made once. I
And
guess.
Charlotte climbs into the river. Into the holy river of holy endure energy because he just happens to live near and live next to it.
He just happens to live next to it. Didn't you look specifically for a place?
Yes. But the river's being holy because he happens to live there.
Okay, fair enough. You just increased the water quality for everyone downstream.
Yep, and you know downstream goes straight to the capital.
This sounds like something you've talked about before.
Yeah, because you talked about last session.
Oh. Well, that's why it sounded so familiar.
Because KJ kind of said about why the water's so good. I
Fair
think it was
enough.
a slight thing.
I was just reading something. About an hour and 10 minutes later, Leon will be walking this way from this part.
There's two elk here. I just cannot be bothered to grab them models. There we go.
Hello, Kaiten. I'm here to hand over the key.
They're inside.
Oh, okay.
Does he look homeless?
No,
Okay.
that's the same he's always been.
Cheers. Enters the doors from that.
I just imagine he just like looks like she's like, hey, I'm here to hand over the key. Yeah,
It's time.
it's pretty rough, man.
Hey, where's Gerald?
Oh, welcome.
Crusoe, upon seeing Leon, would let me know, I imagine. So Gerald will be already climbing out.
Yeah, the food's almost ready. Have a seat.
Shakes his hands, is dry.
Alright, suppose I'll sit in this chair.
Make yourself comfortable wherever you feel.
It's good to see you again. Found up in the line of wanting to fight each other.
It does feel particularly weird that we're not at each other's throats.
It is rather odd, yes.
I tried not to be last time, and I remain that stance. I assume that you talked to Raug, you know all the situation.
Yes, I do.
That's for sending.
I feel like on that part I have to apologize, although I don't think that really means anything.
I'm not going to forgive you for what you did, but
Would it help if I told you one thing?
what?
Your friend, Blythe, he never really died. I sent you a dream. They don't have to be true.
Wait. Excuse me?
I was messing with your emotions, Gerald, and it clearly worked. It's a tactic.
Was Blythe then?
I'm mindling for Gerald. Keep it calm.
Fuck, why did I never try to cast sending on Blight?
You guys have not tried to talk to Blythe for the entire campaign, and
Yeah.
he's been
No.
alive.
Yeah,
Oh god, why did we not think of that?
there you go. So, Blythe is alive, huh? Interesting.
Thought you'd have found this out sooner. You're all magical.
Oh, well, I can, I think, contact people, but I don't know why he didn't try. Probably thought it was definitive. Either way,
My dreams were so convincing.
well, I'm sure that heightens your view of him a little bit, at least, Gerald, right?
Was
I mean,
Blythe?
he didn't kill your friend, so...
Well, while I'm being honest, I had full intentions of killing Blythe. I just never found him.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
so him running off did work. Real prying eyes.
I think he had help.
Any other lies you've told?
I don't think there's any other big important ones.
I see.
But we're here about these keys, right?
Well, we are here about the keys. We're also here to discuss a few other things since you're here. For example,
Go ahead.
well, could you tell us what exactly happened to you?
If you must know, I went to Rag. I found out the truth. I had a little bit of a mental crisis for a while. And then I came to the decision to turn around, fully devote myself to Rag, but my soul is still trapped, you see. As soon as I die, I'm eternally theirs. That was the deal, and it's already made.
Ah, I see.
But while I'm alive, I can fuck them up however I wish.
Mm-hmm. So, since it is connected, what will happen when we kill Ram? I mean, the beast.
Perhaps you'll free me of my contract.
Perhaps.
Which is why I have an interest in making sure this happens.
Right.
And saving the world, of course, you know.
No, of course. I mean, we're all in for that. Right, Gerald?
A minute for the door.
Well, I'm in it
Comes later.
to make sure this world stays the way it
Leon's
is.
in it for Rogue. You're in it for your own needs. Yeah, saving the world's a good side product of it, but we're all here for different reasons.
Right. So, do you still have power? You said you didn't, right? Do you have anything left at all?
I'm gaining things. Working my way up. Quickly, mind you. I was already powerful, and now I just have to learn a bit of a new skill set. Most of it's the same. You see, faith, no matter what, sort of stays relevant. My powers have barely changed.
I see. And, well, since you care so much about this, would you care to help us in defeating the beast, then?
Oh, I'll be there.
Well, if you say so.
But I'd like to do things my own way, if you don't mind.
That's fine. You always did do things your own way, huh?
Now, keys. I want some sort of indication that Solar's dealt with.
Well, we do have the key.
Oh, give me a second. As Gerald is going to reach into his side pouch, where he keeps the water, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And just kind of holds it out and then taps it on the table so it makes a metallic sound. Whatever sound the third or key would make.
Alright, well, a deal's a deal, and I want to see this thing open. Leon holds out his hand, and some shadow, wraps around his palm, and then he flicks his wrist, like you've seen other people do before. And the key appears in it as this dark energy sort of evaporates, leaving the key behind. I don't know which one of you is taking it, but
Well,
As Leon is forming the key, Kai will cast disguise self on himself to appear as an innocent, old wanderer that's traveling with glasses, and he'll walk up and then try to get within 120 feet and then activate the gem of seeing. I'm not sure how quickly that'll happen, but
Oh, I
it's up
assume
to you
you will within
when I
100
would see.
well, I don't think you get to see a spell, but you definitely get to see the key afterwards because that stays.
Yeah.
So you can see the key, and it's like looking at all the other keys. It's safe.
Okay.
Right. Well, that is the question. Would you like to have two keys, Gerald, or should?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like that is significantly unsafe.
Well,
Why
if
don't
John
you?
raised an eyebrow at Caton.
Why don't you carry the other one out?
well, all right, fine. I guess I could.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk.
I was saying, remember the point that you are weaker still. Your body, the magic.
Oh well, I actually feel pretty fine now, but I see your point. Well, you can give me the key, Leon, and of course I'll entrust it to whoever I feel is the safest.
Take it then.
All right. I'm going to mage hand pick up the key.
Okay, use your mage hand to pick it up.
Then I put it in my hands. Well,
Yeah, you have a passive insight above 15.
Me?
Yeah. Leon seems a little bit disappointed.
What's wrong?
no. Is there
Oh.
something wrong, Leon?
Just, before you take the key properly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get used to doing things like that. The truth is, a lot of people don't want to trust you around here, but I do. It just sort of rubs off on me that I did that. So sorry.
You're probably going to do something real romantic, like take hold of your hand and give you a kiss, you know? Like me and more.
I think we're done here.
I'm sorry. Try some soup though, it's good. Take some
Thank
with
If you
you.
really want me, I'll be near the gate.
I'd say, stay with Raug.
That's my intention. I'm going to teleport there now.
Could I... Can you bring more people with you?
Yes.
I think conversation with Raug to let him know how it's going would be appreciated if that's not too much for you.
Sure, if you'd like to come.
Yeah, good in the auction as well, so I can get back home.
Yes, I'll go along, I guess.
Alright. Mr. Shell stands up, just kind of dusts himself off. Doesn't even need to, but you know, he pats his legs. Stretches a bit.
We're going to Raug, right? Is that what you want to do, Gerald?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll wait here, so it's not a conversation I will be able to stay quiet in.
No.
There were no teleportation circles where Raug was, right? I
Mm.
mean,
Nope.
nope.
The only way he
so-
can do it was because it's Leon's kind of.
Like he can word of recall there probably.
Mhm, okay.
Or it's like one of his holy cleric spells.
It's a temple, he would have recalled.
Yeah. Okay,
Which
Mhm.
is an indication that he still has 6th level spells.
yeah.
Did he ever agree on joining us in the fight? So
He said that he would be there, so
this is applicant.
Yeah, Fancy said he'd be there. He said he was going to do things his own way.
But that isn't. Okay. Okay.
Right, so I'm just taking you two.
Mm-hmm.
that will be fine.
Alright, come on then. Leon says his magic words.
Abracadabra.
And then Kai doesn't watch just go off with Leon.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
what the fuck?
Kai's running over there to make sure casting sending while he's going to Gerald. Is everything fine? Are you all right?
Now here's where I could be a dick and not reply.
I'm using a fucking 4th level spell slot on this man. I'm all out of harness to my powers.
Darrow, Kai.
Okay.
All good. All right.
Like he's running over the
Just
bridge.
made me run so
Chris will
fast.
give him a nod.
Oh my god.
Apparently it's fine, so we don't need to run. We don't exert
Oh.
ourselves.
Okay. I think we could have told he was fine because, Crusoe didn't react.
I know. I just wanted to make sure. You never know what sort of spell we could have put on them.
And neither did Kato, actually.
Would she move though?
I mean, he didn't react. He didn't go like. There was no like. Oh, it was just kind of. Yeah, see you guys later.
Oh,
You know.
hi. Look back.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think that went as much as they planned. Who was Clark?
Why did they leave with Leon though?
They wanted to talk to Rogue, and I was not gonna stay
Ah.
quiet in that conversation.
All right, I do hope that they didn't just lose one of the keys, and
I mean, he handed them a key, Wilkson carries it. They wanted Gerald to carry two, but I objected. That did seem very unsafe.
I would think the key would perhaps be best in the hands of a third party, but didn't exactly bring Cecilia here.
I believe Wilkson is bringing it to a third party. But
Right.
how trusted that third party is another situation.
I just fear that they might have gone into one of his traps, but
No, that's their mistake.
Crusoe shakes his head.
Why is
I
Crusoe?
mean, I don't think Crusoe
Scenario-
can communicate that
scenario-
far, though.
No, let me talk. Because
Yeah.
Crusoe obviously can't communicate to me, but also Crusoe knows kind of what Gerald was thinking, and there was no hint of Gerald being like, I might be in danger here. So, like, Crusoe would also be like, yeah, they're fine. So he's saying, he's shaking his head like, nah.
If
Like,
Crusoe disappears, that means Gerald is in combat.
If Crusoe-
because he'll
yeah, if
unsummon
Crusoe-
and-
goes, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why he's staying with you guys so you can see.
Oh, crap. KJ, I forgot to mention something now. I was talking to Thalia. The ring. Spell story. I looked at that back.
Shit. Fuck, we didn't get it again! Bitch!
Can I say that I asked her if we could...
You can have it. She'll give it back to you.
Oh, finally.
Okay. Talk to Thalia.
In the first place.
Yes, guys.
It's not to listen.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Smile.
And she just holds up her necklace and there's two rings in it. I got the ring back from Thalia temporarily so we could have any useful spells on it.
Alright.
We could see if Kanyata will. And whatever the one from Words is called.
Much snuffles.
It can have a strength boost like Crusoe does.
You guys are getting Pegasus.
That'll all depend on Gerald, though, and
Of
I
course.
suppose we'll have to wait for him to come back.
But I just thought the
Well.
ring could be useful.
While we are waiting, there is something there is one more person I wanted to ask for aid in the upcoming conflict. Now that we have the third key,
Of course.
Odin originates from the plane of air, and well, I know that he's seems to be trapped from the ring, but I don't want to enlist on his aid while excluding some of my own force. So I kind of want to help free him from the ring. If that's possible, and perhaps see if he has people that can aid us in this situation.
That would be a very kind act. I don't believe a life like that is one worth living. So if you could free him and allow him to live his own life, would be very kind.
Yes.
Although thank you. But that reminds me, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, am I? This Clapbox order. Do you ever wonder if a spirit like Clubs wants to be with me?
Oh. You use some form of conjuration magic to create clock, right? So
Yes, but I draw this spirit from
perhaps
somewhere.
it's more that you create.
I have not created this consciousness, I have just created this pathway for him. I see him as my buddy. He's my little friend. But I don't know if he can speak the truth. Same with Crusoe, and same with Thaloro. Any of the ones we summon. I do know my two elfhead side.
Talor and Crusoe and Lord Snuffles are gifts from our gods, their respective gods. I would hope that that there's nothing like that going on.
There's no way to prove there isn't.
Exactly what Kanye.
I guess nature itself, maybe blood wounds, was kind of an extended hand. Since I am technically his creation still.
Well, while we're waiting here for Gerald and Wilson to come back, I will connect with the ring and call for Odin again.
Of course. Should we do this outside? It's not a mess of Gerald's carpet.
Yes, I don't exactly feel like invading war on this home that I don't exactly feel that much welcome in anymore.
Vicinia, do you want to see this? Or do you just want to sit on the couch and eat some snacks?
I don't mind watching. I'll watch.
You're welcome to join us either way. I don't want you to feel excluded.
No, I didn't feel excluded. It's fine.
Okay. Caden is not completely aware about how the link between Crusoe and Gerald works, so Crusoe is going to get a good head scratch. A good old petting head scratch. Wherever possible.
Look, AJ, you control the emotions of Crusoe. I just control me. I'm just controlling his body.
Chris likes it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kai is just going to take another hour to connect with the ring. Do that for a while. I guess we can cut over to the other group.
Yep. So that takes him some time. You know how much of a genius I am?
How much? Did you think we were going to do this? So you've got them prepared?
I went and got the map from my history on Google Chrome because I had an inkling that I might need to use it.
Ah, but you didn't rotate it, did you, KJ?
No, I didn't.
Ah, you fool.
You don't need to. You don't do any fights in here. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. But definitely make sure you rotate the gate map because we're gonna need that rotated.
I don't really. Fine. I'll rotate the gate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Remember how bad the game map was?
Yes.
Like,
I do.
Yeah, like yeah, it felt really close when actually was like fucking miles away from the other end. It's like, oh,
Okay, this is a bit completely different topic. But we were talking about humidity boxes for reptiles, which is basically just a wet room for them. And I misspelled it, and I spelled it as a humility box.
that lizard knows what it's fucking dead.
It is aware of its crimes against humanity.
Argus just like sat on these steps. And you all appear.
Jarrett waves.
I brought visitors. They wanted to come say hello.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
It's nice to see all of you again.
We have good news.
Are they finally all together?
The keys,
We
yes.
have them, yes, the 3 keys.
We're up to the final
Well-
stage of this fight.
We have 2 of them. One is with one of our friends who, well, I guess a one-sided friendship, but
Same with Kai, he knows. Right,
so we're done
Have
with that.
long battles ahead of you then. If what you intend to do is open.
say again. Long battles,
Long battles.
multiple.
I mean, you can suspect an army when you arrive.
Right.
There's going to be some opposing force.
Of course.
Leon knew there was a possibility the gate could open before he switched sides, if you want to say. So, they know that they might have to defend.
In that case,
Oh, do you mean the cult?
Yes, and
Right.
by correlation, the beast.
how many of them are there?
I mean, that's something, Leon. I mean, it's a case of how many people can that beast convince down there. There's a load of monsters within that plane, but
Well, would
it's
you?
having them under the command. I'm sure if we really needed to, could bully a large amount, but our force was fairly small because we had no need for a large one. We were protected by the gate and various wards.
Yes. But I don't know if we'll have the element of surprise. Likely not. I'll be ready for it.
You said wards?
Yes,
What do you mean?
a defensive type of spell.
And how would we get some of those?
You have to know the spells.
Right. So what you're saying is we can expect to properly fight an army.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is a large force watching the gate right now. You'll probably be attacked as soon as it opens.
Do you think it will stay there forever?
I mean, what are you going to do? Wait years before opening it?
I
Around half the
mean, we don't exactly have that amount of time. I'm just asking how long they intend to stay.
We don't know, do we? And they've been
I'm
there for probably the last
guessing.
4,000 years.
They
Try
could
with the
station
shoot, yeah.
troops there for millennia.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So we're going to need a proper army then, aren't we? So it is good we
Yes.
are raising troops.
I suppose we will.
We are the gathering the best of the best people that we have in this world to fight. You know, adventurers, mercenaries, all of the important people.
If you want my tactical advice, you send in the elite force first, because only so many people can fit through that gate. You're going to want
That
to
is the
push.
plan.
Good, I can see we're on the same page.
We will be the spearhead, I suppose, yeah.
I'd like to thank you all again for trying to free me. It's very much appreciated. I've been down here for a very long time.
It's not just for you, Rogue. It is for other people, too. For the sake of the world. But
I
you're
understand,
welcome.
and I'm happy that the world will still be around.
Of course.
In time for you to help it again. You're gonna pay this back. by keeping it safe from Balmud. I hope you
I
keep
fully
that work
intend to
done.
get the world rid of my brother.
I have a question. So, when we defeat this beast aroused, what exactly would happen to Leon? I mean, he is kind of connected to it in a way. Would he be freed, or would something else happen? Do you know?
Perhaps he's freed. Perhaps his soul instantly disappears.
Hmm. I see.
Maybe it will be claimed. Perhaps if the gate is broken and the beast dies, I can capture Leon's soul and do something.
If you could, I guess it would be better than him disappearing.
It all depends how much power I have.
Right. Hmm.
So how long did you say we had until Balmud will arrive again?
I don't know. I think if you break this, you might motivate him.
He might
Right.
go faster.
If that's even possible.
Hmm.
If it is, it might be a bad thing. But
I know that the Daealism gods are trying their hardest to get back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another thing. Are you aware that there is an order that wants to, sort of fight against you, all the gods collectively?
No, they want to fight against the Daealism gods.
Well, yes, the Daelism gods, I guess.
So not Raug.
Well, not you, yeah.
I thought all the gnomes were gone.
No, it's not the gnomes. It's, well, it could be the gnomes, I don't know, but,
Called the Evan Keepers,
yes, and
Oh. something like that.
It's called the Truth Seekers. The Epic Keepers were just some family members that were part of it.
Yeah. That's all that Gerald would say. That's all he remembered. So Pro Book should actually know the truth.
they're called the Truth
Because I forgot it
Seekers.
entirely. Oh, right. I knew I was wrong when saying Evan Keepers, but I said it anyway because that's what Gerald says.
Oh,
So,
truth seekers. Personally, I'm of the opinion no one should seek anything of the sort anytime soon.
Do you think
No.
they actually have a chance of doing something like that?
Opposing Dale gods. There's things around the world that could make it more likely for them, but it's not an easy task.
I'm sure they've thought long and hard about it. Probably. Or they're just foolish, that's an option too, I guess.
Well, soon. Gerald, you're embroiled in Daelism. I'm sure you've done something to hinder these people.
I've killed the Evan Keepers.
We've killed a few of them.
Of course you
Mostly
have.
for revenge for what they did to us. This is also the breaking point for Kai.
I don't
He thought
exactly have that much against the Living Keepers, really.
He thought they deserved redemption after they tried to kill us. And test our loyalty. Find the truth via trapping us in a dungeon full of undead creatures.
Look, I've killed so many people, I can't judge.
I don't think you are a judge, and I wasn't saying you were, but Kai definitely does.
No, well, I'm glad that you don't.
That's why we keep different opinions now, and I keep my distance from them. But,
No, they don't seem to want to keep their distance from us, really.
If you
He's-
want my advice, I think if you worked as a unit, you'd be a lot more effective here.
Of
I know
course.
that, and that is the problem.
The problem is, I would like that too, but there's a lot of interpersonal conflict, so they don't really want to do it, and well,
But the good news is we're still fighting together at the end.
yes.
Right.
So we aren't exactly talking that much anymore. We are at least fighting for the same cause, so I can at least appreciate that from them.
Oh, yeah. Don't know if you like it or anything, but it gets him around for him. I'm as well if I saw him again. I think he might deserve some food if you stay down here all the time. Ashel takes out a packet of crackers. I don't know, just a token or something.
I mean, I'll take the crackers, but Rog doesn't really have to eat.
Here we go. I don't know, it's just. I still hate you, but I want to not hate you at the same time.
I completely understand why you'd hate me.
Hmm.
Continue hating me. It's fine.
So I'm trying to keep things neutral. And I would probably say that repressing the hatred for you probably led to the anger I had for the Heaven Keepers. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
It's fine, Gerald.
Honestly, I prefer we're here because Caitlin's eyes were very prying. Not a good time to talk about anything that I actually wanted to talk about when she's there.
That being said, I would actually like to talk to you a bit, Leon, but if you're busy, I understand.
If you agree,
I'm
what
not
time
busy.
you want
What
here.
would you like to talk about?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would like to talk about it in private.
Well, if they better talk about it in private, Gerald walks up to Bravo.
Come on, we can go off in the corner. And you can always talk in my head.
Of course. It just feels better if people aren't really watching.
Gerald takes a seat on the stairs.
Yeah. In his head. So, I didn't really want to talk about this since, well, I have to be honest, Kai was spying on the entire conversation, and there was quite a bit of tension going on, and it didn't really feel appropriate at the time, but, this is the first time we've talked where neither you or I really had any nefarious intentions against each other, I think, since we met again after all of those years, I think.
I think that's true.
So I just wanted to know, why did you leave? What happened there? I was always curious about it.
When I was younger,
Well, yes.
my family moved.
Mm-hmm. Did you
And I
move for a
left.
specific reason?
Politics.
I see.
My father had a new job.
You know, it was really interesting how, after all that time, you were still able to recognize me when we first met again. I don't exactly look the way I used to look.
I was able to tell. It's not all about looks.
I suppose not, no. You know, you were, for what it's worth, the only friend I ever had in my old life. When you did leave, I didn't really have anybody. So, the first time I did see you, it felt very nostalgic.
I'm sorry I never sent you a letter or anything.
Yes, I would say the same, though I don't think my mother allowed me to send any letters now that I remember. Not that I had anybody except you to send them to. Look, I did some stuff. I tricked you. But I don't see you as a bad person. Power hungry maybe, but I'm sure you had your reasons, and I'm not exactly much better. So all I'm saying is, I still like you, Leon. Even through all of this.
I think if it came down to it, I could never have killed you.
Huh. Well, that's reassuring. I guess that's also sort of why I tried sparing your life the first few times.
I appreciate it. I think I've finally come to understand what my life should really be about.
I see, well. Me too. After all of this is over, we could have another talk, maybe.
I'd like that.
Wonderful.
What was Jarrett and Rock's conversation?
I don't know if Xenox is still going to be right back, but he's going to be right back.
Hey, dude. Hello.
Is this the adjusted, not as pale picture of Ro?
I don't think so.
I put so much effort in. Because I was wondering, he looked particularly pink, and I didn't remember making him so pink.
I don't even think I could find that picture if I wanted to.
I'll see if I can.
Oh yeah,
scroll.
I can. Okay, I don't have to scroll that far. It's not that far. I don't need that picture yet. Yeah, I think him being pal's not bad.
Oh well, I was just wondering.
What's happening over on the other side of the world?
I don't know. What is happening?
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 I don't know
Oh, no.
what is happening.
I'm sure Wilson will realize that I can talk with Alex whenever I wish to now. Oh, there's
What?
Alex?
Yes, yes, the person I talked about earlier, which they recruited, and
Oh. That person.
as
Wait.
was way over his pay grades.
What?
And Wilson really did not want me to speak a single word to him.
I can understand her stance in that, but yeah, she should speak to her. Shouldn't we do this oven thing first?
Yes, I'm working on the ring right now.
Oh, sorry.
Out of character, I need to attune to the ring.
Oh,
I attune to the...
Just chase them out.
Yeah.
well. Listen, you wanna go elk running?
Sure, we can go.
I have 2 elks over here.
Sounds fun.
I have to ask. See, from what I know, Sylvan is like not a direct communication, but they can get the idea of what is being said. So,
Either that or druidic. Like
Druidic.
you also just have the spell speak with animal.
true, but I don't want to use spell slots. So I should just
It's a first level spell.
first level. Is it first level? Oh, okay, yeah, it's first level. Never mind. Speak with animals, not yet. She'll ask if they will allow Vicinia and Caitlin to ride them.
Sylvan is just a language, by the way.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I thought it had some touches like that, please.
It's a Fey language. Fey speak it. The nature spirits speak it.
Okay. Yes,
It's not really an animal language.
that's what I thought of it. Anyway, they go on an adventure over it. Probably staying close to Kai. But like a little ride around the area. That's how they entertain themselves in the hour. Goodbye. Who else is not fun? Where did Clark go? Oh, there.
Time is it? 10:45.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. With your outcried and Kai's summoning and that nice conversation between Wuxian and Leon, we have the next session cliffhanger of what do Geralt and Rag speak about. It's
Oh
a
my
horrible
God.
cliffhanger. You're going to be on the edge of
How
your seat
dare
until
you!
next
I
session.
can't wait for it to be just an awkward like.
Oh baby, I can't wait.
So what's up, man? How's it going?
I just spelled Geralt completely wrong. That was a horrible attempt to spell Geralt.
Hey, at least you didn't spell good wrong as good.
Oh, and by the way, Cinder, I hope you realize that argument was just me roleplaying. I wasn't angry about it.
Yeah, I know about that. That's fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's like just one thing that did annoy me is that sometimes it kind of feels like you are kind of metagaming in some aspects when it's like anything.
I mean,
Probably
tell me
unintentional.
in what way I've been metagaming. Okay.
Like when we were on the ship, for example, it didn't exactly feel like it was very in character of Wilson to immediately, like, as soon as she sees another ship pass by, go straight for like looking around to see if there's any spyglass as soon as possible, and then look at the other ship.
I mean, like, okay, I mean, like, that can just be explained away with curiosity, but sure.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't have that
like-
curiosity if you didn't have the out of character knowledge, right? Is the kind of idea here.
If I saw a ship, I might, like, try and take a look at it. I don't see why that's such a big deal. But, you know, like, okay.
But yeah, but out of character, you know that. So like in
Out of
character, so
character, I know that, but I don't exactly have a terrible reason for not doing it.